Let's look at a standard install of Droplet Computing on a Windows 10 endpoint device. I've already downloaded the required files, put them in this folder here, Install Media. There are 4 key files required for Droplet Computing. A .droplet image file, which is the base image for the container, Intel HAXM, your standard setup files, and a license. So let's get Droplet installed. But before I do that, let's talk through what each of these files are. So .droplet image. As I mentioned, there are 2 to choose from, both supplied by Droplet when you purchase Droplet Computing. You have a DCIM and a DCIX. And this is a base image that gives the administrator something to build and add apps onto. The DCIM is Windows 7 and Windows XP modern day applications. The DCIX is XP only. That's simple. If your challenge is only XP and you don't have any Windows 7 challenges, use the DCIX. However, if some of the applications you're using are trying to fix are Windows 7 related, use a DCIM. That's simple. That's how you choose which one to use. I've mentioned in previous videos that Droplet Computing doesn't require any backend infrastructure. It uses Intel HAXM to use your endpoint devices compute, and Intel HAXM will give it hardware acceleration. Simply run this command prompt in your device to check and see if your device is supported. And if your device is supported, you'll get a response back saying yes, my device is supported. So step 1 is install Intel HAXM. Simply click install and let the application install. That's it. Now I don't want to launch it, I want to move to the next step, which is actually installing Droplet Computing. So again, in previous videos I've mentioned that Droplet Computing currently supports 5 different operating systems. For example, Mac OS would be a DMG file, Red Hat Enterprise Linux would be a deb file, and in this case it's Windows I'm installing, so you've got a choice of an executable or an MSI. So let's launch Droplet Computing, Install Media, and simply click Next, Install. The application itself actually installs in seconds and creates a shortcut for you on your desktop. So let's move to the next step. First thing that happens when you launch Droplet Computing from the shortcut is it's going to ask you for a license file. Now my license file is in this folder here, so simply click yes, locate where your license file is, and you're greeted with the end user license agreement. As you do with all software, read through the license agreement, and if you're happy, click accept. So that's Droplet installed. Doesn't have a base image yet. I need to pick which base image I'm going to use, DCIX or DCIM, and in this instance I'm going to use DCIM. And to add that container, and you only have to do this once, but to add that container, simply click on settings, go to your image file, go to your images file, and select which one you want. I'm going with the M. I've installed Intel HAXM, so let's enable it. And my device has 4 cores and 8 GB of RAM. I'm going to dedicate 4 GB of RAM to the container and 2 cores of my CPU to the container. That will ensure that my end user experience is satisfactory. And that's it. Now all these settings, you only do this once, and once you've done it and closed it and launched it, all these settings are saved. So you only do that on the first time. And I'm ready to launch it now for the first time. And that's you, Droplet Computing is now launched for the first time. The view you're seeing is the standard user view. The only functionality that a user has is they can only launch applications. They can't do anything other than launch and save files. So as an example, they can't add any applications or remove How you do that is basically log in as an administrator, and the padlock above will unlock and allow me to add files, add install media, add plugins. So you'll now see that I can launch, edit or remove. I can also add a new tile here to create an app, or alternatively I can open up my Windows Explorer, access files and do installations. I'll cover off how you install applications in a separate video, but for the benefit of this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. Thanks very much for watching.